Welcome. So let's go over to the mat and start off in the centre of our mat today. So we'll start off today in a child's pose. So we'll bring our bum to our heels. We'll bring our hands forward, walk them forward, shoulder distance apart, and we'll allow our head to come down in the direction of the mat. It doesn't matter if it reaches it or not. If you want to make it extra relaxing, you can fold a towel or you can put a pillow or a little blanket under your forehead and just rest your forehead on that. And we'll just start today just noticing how we're feeling in our body, how we're feeling in our mind and our emotions as well. And just giving ourselves a chance to settle into this moment and to transition from whatever we were doing before starting our practice to right now. Without forcing anything, allow your breath to gradually deepen. Allowing yourself to relax into the moment. And as we take our few breaths here in our child's pose, maybe taking a moment to set an intention. So the intention can be for the day, or it can be for your practice. So anything that you would like to focus on, for example, maybe on cultivating love, on building a healthy body and mind connection, on moving through the rest of the day nice and relaxed and bringing your yoga into your day-to-day activities. Or maybe it's just on being 100% present for these 20 minutes or so of practice. And with that in mind, taking one last deep inhale, raising our head if our forehead was on the ground, and as we walk our hands in towards our body, having a nice deep exhale. So from here we'll start with some gentle twists. So just sitting our bum to our heels, maybe coming forward if we need to for space, bringing our left hand to the outside of our right leg, drawing our right hand out behind and looking out over our right shoulder. So we inhale and exhale here. We'll begin to focus our breathing through the nostrils. So as we've been going through the last few days, we're breathing in and out through the nostrils, especially as we're moving through the physical side of our practice, because it helps us to build heat and keep heat in the body. So it just means we get the most from our asana practice. And as you breathe in this pose, notice the gentle twist for our spine. Nice massage we're giving it here. So we inhale and exhale. And on the next exhale, we'll come back through center and we'll move to the other side. So bringing our right hand to the outside of our left leg, drawing our left hand out behind, and just initiating that twist from the spine. So again, you don't want to strain your neck. You definitely don't want to strain your neck. You just want to move so that you feel a nice gentle twist in your core region. And when I say core, I don't mean six-pack abs. I mean all of the central regions. So your spine, your back body, your all of your abs as well, and chest, yeah, so all your central region. And as you focus on inhaling and exhaling here, you might notice that it's giving you a little bit more space, allowing you to twist a little bit deeper. You might notice it. If you don't force it. Continuing to inhale and exhale here, and even if it's a very gentle twist, you'll begin to notice the benefits. And then coming back to center. From here, we're going to bring our hands forward, walk our knees back slightly, and we're going to just come down onto our tummy. So from here, you want to make any adjustments you need. So you can come completely flat onto your tummy first, and then we'll work back from there. So bring your feet hip distance apart, and you're really pressing through the tops of your feet, pressing through your thighs. From here, your hands are shoulder distance apart. What I want you to do is kind of just draw your tummy up slightly. So bringing your navel in towards your spine, and just keeping your gaze straight in front or down between your hands, so wherever you prefer. And we're just going to breathe here for a moment. So this is our Sphinx pose, and it's a nice way to begin back bending. So back bends are great, they're energizing, give us an energy boost, and as well, this will help you in just building and supporting a healthy spine. So even though this is a very gentle back bend, by sitting in this position, you're just allowing some nice movement in the spine, some nice lengthening. And this is one that you can practice during the day. So for example, you want to read a book and you want to practice your back bend, just coming down onto the ground, onto maybe a rug or a mat. You can just lay like this and notice gradually over time it'll feel freer and freer, and you'll have better movement in that lower back area. You can also do it while you're watching the TV. So from here, we're going to press back up through our hips, lifting them. We're going to walk our hands in. And so we might need to make a readjustment here again. Lots of us are probably working from a small room, bedroom area, trying to get a bit of quiet for our practice. So for here, we'll start to walk our hands forward. We're keeping our hips above our knees, and we're just going to allow our chest to come down. So nice and gently coming down onto the ground. Now if you want, you can just rest your forehead on the ground as well, so depending how balanced you feel here. So hips are above knees, chest coming in the direction of the ground. Maybe when you start you're up here, so it mightn't come all the way down. Again, we're just beginning to learn these poses. We're at the very beginning of the journey, and some of the poses that I'm offering you guys, you know, they are quite challenging, so you're doing great to be practicing them. And just go with the flow of where your body's at in each moment. And then once you're in the position, that's when the real work starts. So now it's the breathing, the coming back into that inhaling and exhaling. So enjoying the kind of pulling back of the shoulders as your chest draws down. It's a nice way to release some tension in our shoulders. And enjoying that opening in our upper, mid and upper back. Nice stretch out. And then on the next inhale, we're going to walk our hands in, and we're going to just lift ourselves back up. So from here, we're going to come into a forward fold. So you can just stand up. I think it's probably the best bet. So just come standing on your mat. I'm going to readjust a little bit here, just for space. And then just allow your upper body to fold forward. So you can just drop it over. So hinging from your hips, yeah? So here you might notice that you're hanging quite far out from your body, which is fine.
We gradually want to allow ourselves to kind of fold over and come that bit closer. So putting a bend in your knees allows you to bring your chest closer to your body. And again, this is just starting off, and also because you might notice tightness running along the back of your legs, the muscles here. So it just takes some pressure off them while allowing us to come into a nice deep forward fold. From here we can let our hands dangle, or we can bring opposite hand to opposite elbow, bringing a slight little bend into our knees as we rock from side to side. And then we'll do that one more time, and then we'll come back to the center. And from here we'll bring our hands onto our shins. So again, if you need a little bit more height, you can bring them up to your thighs. So all you want is just to have a nice elongated spine here. So just supporting a nice flat back. Your gaze is out in front of your toes. And just inhale. And exhale. And on the exhale, we're folding forward, back into that forward fold. And then on the inhale, we're going to come up nice and slowly. So really slow it down. So it's actually more challenging to come up this slowly than it is to come up quickly. So my automatic response was boom, straight up. And then I checked myself. So just taking that moment just to allow yourself, to allow your body to come up into the standing position. Realigning yourself so that your feet are hip distance apart. Giving a few shrugs back to the shoulders, just loosening them up. So maybe they're feeling a bit tighter, a bit tense. Nice move for them. From here, we're just going to do a couple of movements. Bring our arm across our chest, our right arm. We're going to hold it in, draw it in towards our chest with our left arm. So I'll just turn to you so you can see this. So arm to chest and drawing it in. Inhaling and exhaling. So this is a very typical one for anybody who's played sports really. One that you might have even done at school. And again, you'll notice the stretch here more than likely on the right hand side. So behind kind of the shoulder blade, upper back area, just getting that nice stretch, might feel quite intense. And just drawing it in that little bit closer. If it will go, again, just deepening this stretch here. And then on the exhale, we release. So we just swing our hands back and forth a couple of times, loosening out, and then we'll draw our left arm across and bring it in with our right. And again, we're grounding through our feet the whole time here, so we want a nice long supported spine, but again, we're noticing that lovely stretch behind our left shoulder this time, so our kind of left shoulder blade, upper back region. You can have your gaze forward, and for this one you can close your eyes as well, because it's very it's quite easy for you probably to keep your balance in this position. So you can allow your gaze to become soft, focus in on the breathing, and enjoy that stretch. So from here I'm going to just loosen that out, shake the hands back and forth a couple of times, and we're going to turn back the other way again. So you've been in the same position the whole time. I'm just turning so that you can see it a little bit better. So from here, we're going to raise our arms up, bring our palms together, allow our gaze to follow. And on the exhale, we're going to press through our feet and just allow our arms to come back slightly. Thighs coming slightly forward. We'll inhale here. And on the exhale, we lower our arms to our sides. We'll inhale again, arms up overhead. This time when we exhale, we bring our hands out parallel, and we call this swan diving forward. So just hinge through the hips, coming down. And from here, we're going to lift up
back into our monkey pose, so hands to our shins. And then on the exhale, we lower down. From here, we're going to bring our hands forward, bring our legs back and come into plank. So you can come into plank or supported plank. So I'll show supported plank first. So our shoulders are above our wrists. Our knees are down on the ground, our legs are lifted, our feet is crossed, and then we want to make sure that we're not like this, so you can see that there's a big round in my lower back. I'm not drawing my core in, so it's not supported, so it's going to put strain on my lower back. So what I want to do is straighten up, press through those hands, get that nice lift in my center. And we hold here if we're doing the modified plank. Otherwise, we come up onto the balls of our feet, really pressing up, getting that nice extra height. Our gaze is down, inhaling and exhaling. From here you can just lower your tummy down to the ground, come onto your knees and lower, or if you want, you can allow yourself gradually to come down. From here, making sure our feet are hip distance apart, bringing our hands in by our ribs, we'll lift up nice and gently into a cobra, and then on the exhale, lower our head back down. On the inhale, we'll press up into tabletop, and on and back on into our down dog. So just walking the dog here. So we did a full round of sun salutation there, guys. Well done. That's sun salutation A. So that's a great way to warm up the body, build some heat, build some strength, and it's very typically used towards the beginning of the practice. So after you do some little seated twists maybe, you would go into a sun salutation. From here, coming to a still down dog. And we'll bring our knees to the ground, and we'll come back into the center of our mat. So from here, we're going to practice a forward fold. So the first one we're going to do, a forward bend, is bringing our legs wide apart. So allowing them to stretch apart as wide as we can, pressing through our feet. We're going to raise our hands, and we're going to just allow our body to fold forward. Pressing your hands into the ground. So your gaze is down between your arms. Nice deep breath here. One more inhale and exhale, and then on the next inhale, just gently walking your hands back in and coming back up to a seated position. From here, we're going to draw our right leg in. So our left leg stays as it is. Our right leg, we try to bring it as close as we can to our crotch area. And from here, we're going to just turn ourselves so that we're facing our left foot as much as we can. Bringing our hands up overhead, and then leaning out over our left leg. So from here, you want your hips pointing in the direction of your left foot. You can clasp your hands around your left foot, or you can just place them on the ground on either side of the foot. So wherever is more comfortable for you. And just taking some nice deep breaths here. And one more inhale.
And exhale. And on the next inhale, just gently lift yourself back up and we'll move to the other side. So we draw our right leg out now, draw our left foot in as close as we can, angle our hips so that we're facing that right foot, bringing our hands up overhead and leaning out in the direction of our right foot. Focusing on your nice deep breathing here. And on the next inhale, coming back up to center. And from here, we'll just bring our right foot in, sitting back into our cross-legged position. So well done, guys. Today we did quite a bit. We went through a full round of sun salutation. So that was our first time doing it, bringing all the pieces together. And I hope you enjoyed it. And you'll see as we go through and as you go through learning your own practice, what a lovely sequence that is to use and to come back to. We also did some nice stretches to warm up the body, and we did our puppy pose, which is also a new one. So again, just nice little shoulder opener, chest opener, nice way to get the good vibes going. So I hope you enjoyed the class. I'll be seeing you tomorrow for the next one, and if you have any questions, just write them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. As you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, in your words, in your heart, in your body, in your soul. Namaste.